Good morning to all of you.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to our class today. And we start off with a new topic here on job costing, batch costing, and process costing. Okay, job costing, batch costing, and process costing. Because therefore, a new topic. Okay. So the concepts we shall be learning here. Okay, they are the basics we already learned: how to account for material, how to account for labor, how to account for overheads. Okay, the same concept we shall be applying when it comes to job costing, when it comes to batch costing, and when it comes to process costing. Okay, the only difference will be more towards how, therefore, do we make the presentation. Okay, that will be the key difference. However, the concepts are the same. Okay, all the concepts we learned about labor costing, okay, overhead costing, material costing. Okay, therefore, we shall be applying them in this particular topic. Okay, we shall be applying them in this particular topic. So let's begin with job costing. Okay, now in the case of job costing, okay, now a job costing, like a job, okay, when it comes to accounting purposes, okay, this is going to be a unique, okay, work that either a customer has requested the company to work on. Okay, it's going to be unique work that the customer has made request to the customer. Okay, the customer has made a request the company to prepare. Okay, so in most of the time, okay, if it is not going to be done through what called mass production. Okay, the same way that company normally produces unit in mass production in volumes. Okay, that's not the case. In the case of job costing, the customer in short gives the specs. Okay, the specifications. Okay, I want my products. Okay, I want you as company A, okay, to manufacture a product with the following specifications. Okay, so therefore the company will be preparing the products, okay, with a given customer in mind. Okay, so not about mass production. Okay, where you mass produce for the market. No. Okay, in the case of job costing, as opposed to the non-production system, okay, is that the customer is, you're going to be preparing a given job, okay, a given products, okay, in line with what the customers need. Okay, so the customer will tell that I want the particular in the case of a vehicle, okay, I want my vehicle to have the following specifications. Okay, so to have A, B, C, and D. Okay, so you as a manufacturer, okay, you're going therefore to be preparing, making this particular unit, this particular product, okay, in line with what the customer wants. Okay, so you're going to be preparing based on what the customer needs. Okay, which implies therefore when it comes therefore to the costing of this job, okay, you have to have very good records. Okay, because don't forget, this product in code is not mixing, okay, with the other mass produced products. Okay, so therefore the records for this particular job need to be done in a very special way. Okay, it shows that there need to be very clear records on how the company is, or on recording of the company cost. Okay, so if, for example, an employee is sent to do the work on that particular job, okay, then we need to record this employee has worked in this job from this time to this time. Okay, therefore, as we charge the customer, we know that the cost of labor is equal to X amount of money. Okay, based on the number of units, based on the hours that we did the code, this particular employee did work on this particular job. Okay, if it's about material, okay, the same thing apply. Okay, that before the production begins in quote, okay, every material that comes into the job, that is brought into the job, okay, they need to be proper recording of the material. Okay, because as I mentioned, it is not we are not doing mass production. Okay, they're not doing mass production. Okay, so the material also, the recorded material that comes in and out of this job need to be recorded very clearly. Okay, so the labor need to be have proper records. Okay, the material costs need to have very proper records. Okay, so when it comes to job costing, okay, what is of more importance is more towards the record keeping when it comes to labor and material costing. Okay. So job costing is a costing method used where each cost unit, that is this a job, is separately identifiable. Okay. It is possible for us to be able to identify that this is a particular job, okay, which is unique. Okay, don't forget this particular job is going to be unique for the customer. Okay, so it's going to be the customer who is going to be dictating. Okay, so the production more or less, okay, is going to be instigated by the customer. Okay, as the government of Kenya, okay, we need this particular product, we need this particular type of road here. Okay, you as the constructor, okay, you as the constructor here, we need you to construct this road from point A to point B. Okay, don't forget we don't have another road that's going to have a similar. Okay, so therefore each of those roads that you'll be constructing, you as a constructor, for example, okay, that's going to be a unique contract you've been given to you by the government. Okay, and when it comes to the costing of that particular product, don't forget you can't do a benchmark. Okay, there's no benchmark as per se. Okay, because this particular job is unique on its own, with its own features, with its own unique features. Okay, that's the case of the job costing. Okay. So as I mentioned, don't forget what really matters here when it comes to job costing is the recognition that the cost, the recording, okay, of the cost need to be done in a very specific manner. Okay, the recording of the cost need to be done in a very specific manner. Okay. So a job is a cost unit which consists of a single order or contract. Okay, so it is the customer who is going to tell that, hey, I want you to supply me with ABC. I want you to construct A, B, C, and D. Okay, we as company A, we want to build our own offices. Okay, so you as a constructor, okay, give us a quotation. Okay, more or less. Okay, so by them telling you to give you a quotation, okay, on how much it will cost you, you're doing a job costing. Okay, the constructor will have to do our job costing. Okay, because this is going to be something unique. Okay, not repeatable. Okay, something unique that is going to be satisfying the needs of that particular customer. Okay, and as I mentioned, this is not about mass production. Okay, production is usually carried out in accordance with the special requirements of each customer. Okay, I think I've mentioned that already. That hey, it is a customer who is going to be dictating, okay, how the job is going to be done. Okay, if it's about construction, okay, the customer is going to tell that I want the following design. Okay, not that one, this one. Okay, so in case you choose design A over design B, then it's going the cost of design B will be X amount of money. Okay, the material going to be consuming to construct the road, construct the building as you want, you as our customer, will be X amount of money. Okay, so definitely it's about the customer who is going to be dictating what he requires out of the product. Okay, so you as a company, therefore, you manufacture the product in order to satisfy the requirements, the special requirements that have been set forth by the customer. Okay, the special requirements that have been set forth by the customer. Okay. So each job will be given a number to identify it. Okay, for the ease of recording. Okay, for the ease of recording. Okay, each of the job, because you as a company, okay, you may be having not just one job you're doing. Okay, there may be more than two, more than five job you're doing. Okay, if you know in construction, it might not be all that you only have one construction at a time. Okay, so in that case, if you have many jobs, then definitely you need a special number to identify each job. Okay, job one, job two, job three, for the ease of recording. Okay, for the ease of recording, that hey, if the material goes to job one, you can be able to recognize that this material was for job one, not job two, not job three. Okay, this material was only for job one. Okay, so each job will therefore be given a number to identify it. A separate record must be maintained to show the details of the individual jobs. Okay, I think I mentioned about recording purposes that each of the job, okay, need to have its own unique number. Okay, and the coding is what will therefore be determining, will be dictating. Okay, how the job will be done. Okay, so the records must be kept very well. Okay, and this record includes record for materials. Okay, record for overheads if there's going to be overheads that are going to be incurred. Okay, records for labor. Okay, so you need to have those records need to be updated quite clearly. Okay, because if you don't keep proper records, if you don't keep proper records, what happens that you're going to end up having a cost which you can't be able to attach to a job. Okay, all the costs that you incur as a company, if you're getting involved, if you're, for example, involved in job costing, okay, all the costs you'll be incurring must be attached to a job. Okay, so in case therefore there is no proper records, you are either going to be having a case where some costs were not attached to a given job. Okay, which means therefore you're going to be charging the customer less cost. Okay, don't forget at the end of the period, okay, you're going to tell the customer, hey, when preparing or when making this product for you, okay, these are the costs I've incurred. Okay, this is my profit. So in case there is no proper records, then you may end up having a case where the costs are low. Okay, the costs that you're going to be charging the customer is low compared to what you actually did incur. Therefore, this can therefore lose the company. Or a case where you overcharge the customer. Okay, you overcharge the customer. Okay, the cost you did incur was 10 million. Okay, to do the construction. However, the cost of the actual cost, okay, was 8 million. So you end up charging the customer an extra 2 million because of your poor record keeping. Okay, so record must be kept in appropriate manner when it comes to job costing, material, especially towards material and labor costing. Okay. Now that's how to prepare for the job costing. Okay, the same way that we did with the case of product costing. Okay, the same way. Okay, The aim of job costing is simply to collect the cost information as shown below, okay, to be able to determine what cost do you incur for the entire job that you have been able to prepare to this for this customer, okay. So the material cost, okay. So first determine what is material have incurred, okay, what the direct material have incurred so far in this particular job, okay. Then labor cost that you've incurred, okay, plus any direct expense you may have incurred, okay. And the sum of those three give us the prime cost, or the so-called direct cost, okay. If there will be production overhead costs, okay, if there will be production overhead costs, then include them here, okay. Therefore, the prime cost, okay, plus the production overhead cost give us therefore the total production cost. Okay, the prime cost plus production overhead cost give us therefore the total production cost. In case we have the non-production costs, okay, admin costs, selling and distribution costs, those are therefore non-production costs, okay, therefore non-production costs, okay. Therefore, the total production cost plus the non-production cost give us the total cost of the product. In short, therefore, the cost of sale, okay, they give therefore the total production cost, give the total product cost, okay, don't confuse it with the two, okay. Total production cost and total product cost. Okay, those are distinct. Okay, so therefore, in case we include the non-production overhead, then therefore we are going to end up having total product cost. Okay, or in this example, the cost of sale, because here we have included the selling cost. Here there's an inclusion of the selling cost. Okay, therefore this is therefore the cost of sales. Okay, anyway, that's therefore we get therefore the cost of the job. Okay, the cost of the job. Okay. So generally, once you're able to determine all the costs you have incurred in making that product, then of course you charge a profit on top of it. Okay, therefore there'll be what called a markup. Okay, therefore it'll be a markup. Okay, for example, you can say that for over and above the cost, I will be requiring a profit of let's say 20%. So therefore, we'll be having here the cost of sale. Okay, cost of sales. Okay, X plus the profit, that is markup profit. Okay, markup profit. Which is equal to, for example, be 20% of X. Okay, therefore be 20% of X. Therefore be, let's say, like 0.2X. Therefore, the selling price or the amount they'll be asking the customer to give you, okay, for the job you've done, therefore be 1.2X, for example. Okay, that's therefore we do prepare the job costing. Okay. So the thing is that here it's like just what you're going to be doing, okay? But the key difference or distinction is that here we're going to be, or the job you're preparing is unique for that particular job. Okay, it's unique for that particular. It's going to be most of the time a single unit. Okay, most of the time to be a single unit that you're preparing. It's a single product. Okay, road for example. Okay, a building for example. Okay, so it's going to be most of the time a single unit which you're preparing within the customer specifications. Okay. When it comes to accounting, you need to prepare what we call a job account. Okay, and for the job account, okay, all the costs you'll be incurring, okay, therefore become part of the debit of our job account. Okay, and at the end of the day, you're going to have called the finished product. Okay, and of course, definitely here, this cost here, the total cost here, okay, which of course is the same here, therefore will be like what you just obtained above here. Okay, the cost you obtained here. This is the cost here, the cost of sale is appearing on this job cost. Okay. So include, therefore, all the different materials, all the different costs you've incurred in preparing that particular job. Okay, all the from material to the overhead cost. Okay, take a minute to go through it. Okay, go through that job card again also. Take your time on this job card. Okay, we do an example. So go through this, then we discuss together. Okay, I suppose you have gone through the question and at least made an attempt. Either way, let's do it together. Okay, so being asked here to get. Give me a minute here. Okay, so this question will be enough to get the labor cost, and we get material cost and the total production cost, okay, using absorption costing method, okay. So you can begin by getting material cost for the job. So confirm what you've done, I suppose. So for this job, we are going to be using material Y. So begin with Y. Okay, for material Y, the number of kgs that should be issued from the store is 400, and the cost per kg, which is equal to 5. The cost for Y is $2,000. Then for Z, okay, material Z, the both the direct material, we told that it's 800 kgs were issued, okay, 800. However, 60 were returned. Therefore, what was consumed by this job was 740. The cost per material of Z was 6. Therefore, multiply by 6, and you get how much?
4,440.
440 that way.
Yes.
Okay, they get 4,440. Therefore, the material, the cost of material for Z. Therefore, total direct material cost, therefore, for the job, therefore, is 6,440 because of the total direct material cost for the job. Okay. Next, we do labor cost. Because here you have two departments, we have P and you have Q. Okay. So we've been told that 300 hours were worked in 300 labor hours were worked, of which 100 were overtime. Then that's for department P. For Q, 200 hours were worked, of which 100 were overtime. Okay, so therefore we have overtime for each of the department P as well as for Q. Okay. Now for department P, okay, we've been told that overtime work is not normal in department P. Okay, so it is not part of, it's not normal. Okay, therefore it's therefore part and part. It's part of the production overhead cost. Okay, therefore we remove it. Okay, it's part of the overhead. Okay, where the basic pay is 6 per hour plus an overtime premium of $1 per hour. Okay, overtime work was done in department Q in May. Because of a request by the customer, okay, therefore we can therefore include it part of the product cost. Okay, basic pay in Q is 8, overtime premium is 1.5, overhead absorption rate is equal to 3. Okay, anyway, so therefore for department P, the hours, the normal hours, okay, the overtime work is not normal. That's what we've been told. Okay, it's not done in a normal. It's not normal overtime work. Okay. Therefore, we can exclude it in that analysis. Therefore, 200 hours. Okay, we multiply by the cost per hour, which is 6. That's for department P. For Q, okay, don't forget this overtime work was done during the request of the customer. Therefore, the entire rate, therefore, part of the cost. Therefore, okay, therefore Q is 200 hours times the cost per hour, which in this case is equal to 8. Okay, you get 1,200 and you get 1,600. Total cost, therefore, give us 2,800. Okay, I hope that was clear. P, the overtime work is not normal, therefore, the overtime work done, therefore, is part of the overhead cost. Okay, it's part of the overhead cost. Okay, for Q, okay, the overtime work was done at the request of the customer. Therefore, you have to be charging this customer to the department. The cost will be charged to the customer. Okay, and the pay is equal to 6 for P and 8 for Q. Clear? Okay. So when it's overtime work is not normal in department P, where basic pay is $6 per hour plus an overtime premium of $1. Okay. Overtime work done in department Q in May because of a request by the customer of another job to complete his job quickly. Okay, so overtime, okay, that makes sense. Basic pay in department Q is $8 per hour. Okay, that's okay. Overtime premium is $1.5 per hour. Okay, overtime is part of the overhead. So, I mean, what does the overtime work is not normal in department P? Overtime work is not normal. Yes, Alexander.
Please let us see the question.
Oh, the question. Hey, you didn't take note of it?
No, I was doing the workout.
Here's the question. Oh, okay. Share the question again.
It's quite blurry.
Could it be my internet or what? Oh, is it now? Is it better? I suppose.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, you take a note.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so here we thought, okay, so going back to a question, is that the overtime work is not normal in department P. So I'm trying to add, what does that term want to tell us? Overtime is not normal in department P, where basic pay is $6 per hour plus an overtime of $1 per hour. Because definitely for the overtime, that's out because overtime is overhead. Okay. So overtime work, well, now therefore we charge it. Well, that one is for sure. Overtime work is not normal. And but when paid 300 labor hours were worked, of which 100 hours were overtime. Okay. Basic pay in Q is 8. Okay, overtime, that's overhead. Overhead is absorbed at 3. Overtime work is not normal in department P. So I'm trying to wonder what the term normal here might be implying. Okay, so for department P, we can exclude the 100 hours because since here the overtime work assume that here the term not normal was it means that it was not incurred for the purpose of the job. Okay, or rather, if there was wastages, then you cannot pass on that wastage therefore to the customer. Okay, and I think the way we have done it is quite correct. Okay. Therefore, to the extra 100 hours, since it's not normal, therefore we cannot charge the customer that that extra 100 hours. Therefore it's the expense of the company. Okay, more or less. Did I share this screen? Oh. Can you hear me? Because my Zoom is not seem to be not to be responding. You can hear me?
Yes, but the screen is blocked. It has a dark box.
Yeah, so because I'm not sure what I can do here now. Let's wait for the program to. I can't control now the meeting. Okay, let me just close off the meeting. I'll come back because I can't open it now.